everyone, good afternoon. This is Crystal Neabel Ongaita, one of the member of Group 2, and we are going to report the topics of Week 2. So as a continuation of classification of production system, which is first discussed by Miss Lovely, I am going to continue it and discuss the two remaining systems, which are, the first one is mass production and the second one is the continuous production. Starting off with mass production. So it is a production of standardized product in a constant flow. But first, let us define standardized product. Standardized product are the products that, regardless what company furnishes the good, the consumers sees the product as identical into another. For example, banana. Bananas here in the Philippines are imported to international countries. There are a lot of suppliers here in the Philippines because our country is rich with natural resources. So when it is successfully imported to international countries, the buyer itself cannot tell or know who produced the product because all of it are identical. So that is mass production. The key point is that they are producing large amount of products and mostly they are identical. The characteristics of mass production. So let's proceed to its advantages. So the mass production advantages focuses on large amount of the product that can be produced in a short span of time. So let's proceed to its limitations. And that's all for mass production. So it's time to proceed to the fourth and last production system, which is the continuous production. So to make it short, continuous production. During this kind of production, continuous processing, distinct parts flow from one machine to the next to make a finished product. So the name itself, continuous. Continuous means they are following process or sequence of production operations from the first operation to the finished product, which they uses distinct part, which is, for example, if you are producing a table, the first one is the wood itself, first machine, and the second machine is the one who is function to polish it. Then the third machine is function to paint it. Right? So that is what it calls the sequence of production operation. So the characteristics of continuous production. So the characteristic itself speaks about the plan of producing the final product should be stable and final. It should not be flexible or changing. So let's proceed to its advantages. And lastly, its limitations. So that is our discussion for today that covers mass production and continuous production. Before this ends, I want to share also some of their differences so that you guys will easily understand it. So mass production are manufacturing one good at a time, while the continuous production can operate 24 hours a day and also can produce one product at a time. So that's all I hope that you understand my report and explanation. I hope that I made it clear. Thank you so much for listening. And the next reporter will be discussing the last topic of this week.